Hello. Um, Today I'm going to teach you all some quick tips, to get some famous people to follow you. So, I don't even know why I have that earbud in. Okay, so I had to write them down. But, so first off, there's 5 seconds of summer. So, basically, for Ashton, um, he, you kind of want to make him laugh. And, if you make him laugh and like it makes him laugh a lot, then he will actually tweet to you. And I think he told one of my friends to like tell him more jokes. So they did in the end. They ended up getting a follow from him. And so pretty much just make him laugh. And yeah, just pretty much tell him a joke. Well, literally anything that makes him laugh. And then for Luke, um, I don't know, just tell him that about anything about penguins. Because if you don't know, he's a penguin guy. So anything at all really about penguins, I think he would totally. He might not follow you right away, but he will notice you. And if you keep saying, like talking about him and stuff and penguins, then yeah, he'll follow you. If you also say, I hope to wake up to a Luke follow, or something like that, he will follow. So, just something like that. Don't scream at them like, oh my god, please follow me. Don't do that. And don't spam them because they don't go through their new mentions. They read their old mentions. So, spamming them isn't going to get you anywhere. Okay, for Michael, talk about pizza, but don't say at Michael 5 sauce. Don't say that. Just be like, hey guys, I'm getting ready to have a pizza, or I put, a pizza really sounds good right now. Who else thinks so? And he hasn't commented back yet, but yeah, that's one thing you can do. Something like that. Fact pictures also work for him. Anything about facts, and the same thing for Ashton. And Callum, sorry. For Callum, if you say, I don't know, like, I love you, oh my gosh, can you please follow me? He normally follows. So, yeah. Um, Pizza works for him too. Fax cards, pretty much. For for One Direction, I didn't write this down. I just wrote down the 5 sauce things. But for One Direction, um, for Lewis, you just have to come out. Don't give him like the boring story. Just be like, can you follow me? And he'll follow you. But if you sit there and be like, oh my god, I love you so much, will you please follow me? And all that, he won't follow you. So, um, he'll just be like, I'll think about it or something like that. He won't follow you. But if you go ahead and you tell him, like, will you please follow me? He'll be like, yeah, sure, and he'll follow you. Um, then for Liam, you kind of have to, I don't know how to explain it, like, you have to be nice and ask how his day is. That's the same thing for Niall. If you're just like, hey, how's tour going? How was your day? Was it wonderful? Mine was. I hope you have a good night or a good day, something like that. If you ask, pretty much that's what it is for Liam. Same thing for Niall, except for if you ask Niall how his supper, breakfast, lunch was, he will tweet you back. He probably won't follow you right away, but he will tweet you back. He'll be like, oh my gosh, it was so good. Thanks for asking. And all that. Harry, on the other hand, he's pretty hard. Um, he's probably a little bit easier to get to follow you than Zane. Zane's pretty hard. But if you ask, I'm not really sure about Zane, but now that he's out of One Direction, I think he'll follow. It'll be a lot easier to make him follow you. get him to follow you. But for Harry, let's see, how do I explain this? Like, you have to, normally jokes work, like being cheeky. He hates it. I'm just gonna be honest with you all. He hates it when people say something like, hey, and then they put a whole bunch of gaps, like a big gap, and then they put smiley faces. I know people say that it works. It doesn't. It never works. But he says it annoys him so bad. So if you just put like, don't put smiley faces, because he kind of thinks that's a little crazy. But over the top, guys. But no, I think what would work best for Harry is to blow up his spamming, like just spam him 5 to 10. Like if you know he's gonna get on, I don't know how to say this. If you know he's gonna get on at 5 o'clock in the morning, which is totally weird, but it could happen. If you know he's gonna get on at 5 o'clock in the morning, then get on at like 4:55 and just start randomly, like just keep sending him messages, like just keep texting and keep sending him messages, and he will look at them, because if you know he's going to get on at a certain time and he's going to post something like that, that's normally how you know. Spamming One Direction actually does work. Yeah, so 5 sauce won't, it doesn't work. Also, if any of them post anything and they say like to retweet and stuff, hit the retweet button. But if they say they're gonna follow you, if you retweet, hit the retweet button, and then just keep hitting it so that it retweets you, and then it retweets it and then unretweets it, and it just keeps doing that, so that you actually know that it's actually gonna work. And they just go from the top and the bottom. So if you're at the top, they'll follow you first. So it's a good idea. And I've heard that this works for Liam. If you hit your follow button, keep hitting your follow button so it follows and unfollows right before he gets on, and it gets on and it says he keeps getting like a new follower, then he will follow you. If you like follow him, then he'll follow. If you keep hitting that follow button, then he will follow. So Harry says Harry thinks that it'd find it annoying if you guys just keep sending him messages. So if you keep sending him messages after like 15 minutes and it still doesn't work, don't keep sending him messages, because he's not going to answer. So that's pretty much it. And I've tried a saw, so I don't know. Just I hope you all get followed, and I hope you like it. Thanks. Bye-bye.